Welcome back, guys, to Fishy Toys, and today we've got a fishy game. This is a Game of Thrones Hand of the King, put out by Fantasy Flight. Now, I don't think we've reviewed any Fantasy Flight games, but I own a bunch, and they're all pretty solid. So I like the brand. 2 to 4 players, 15 to 30 minutes. One of the things that kind of got me, this is an official endorsed game, licensed game. It doesn't look like it from the art. Real little.
And by official, it says nothing about the actual show.
Yeah.
This is just George R.R. Martin's name on it, so it's probably not really gonna.
I don't think it's associated with the HBO show.
Yeah. So maybe it's more off the books. That would be pretty cool. But we're trying to get this in so that you guys can enjoy the final season, season 8. That's going to be coming out on April 14th. Pretty excited about that.
I think we're all pretty excited about that.
And
there's nothing.
Ooh, feels good.
Cool box.
I already tell that the box is very quality.
Like I said, Fantasy Flight has consistently put out some really cool
You can
stuff.
see it's that nice texture box that you know and learn is top quality. Cards are tiny.
Yeah, I was not expecting.
This is a whimsical game of wits for 2 to 4 players by Bruno Cathala. I'll get into this and start punching some stuff out.
Oh my.
That's some rules there.
Well, it's only one sheet, so it's not too bad. Show off the cards. You know, I was pretty skeptical of the art, but really it holds pretty true throughout the cards here.
So it's pretty sweet. Each card represents House Stark. We've got Greyjoy.
That's weird.
House Lannister. We also got the Targaryens, the Baratheons, Tyrells, and of course, last but not least, the Tullys. And then we're going to have some sweet little raven, 3-eyed ravens. We're going to have 4 of those tokens.
So you also get companion cards?
Now, do we recognize all of our companions?
I think so. I think
Cool.
all this looks...
Alright.
You got your Hodors, Clegane, Snow, Brienne of Tarth, Bronn, all the people you'd expect here. Shay, Lord Tyrell.
And during the game, this is the object of the game. During the game of Hand of the King, players take turns moving the Varys card among the grid of each character card that makes up the King's Landing. As players move Varys, they collect character cards who gain banner tokens belonging to the Great House of Westeros. At the end of the game, the player with the most banner tokens is the winner. So these are our banner tokens. 4 3-eyed raven tokens. We're going to have 14 companion cards, 1 Varys card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was just showing that off.
Gotcha. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of our house cards.
House cards?
6 of each.
Okay.
So 8 Stark, 7 Greyjoy, 6 Lannister, 5 Targaryens, 4 Baratheons, 3 Tyrells, and 2 Tullys.
Okay.
Oh boy! Set up. Create King's Landing. Shuffle the 35 character cards and the Varys cards together.
These are quality, by the way. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah, everything about this so far has been quality. After shuffled together, then place each card face up into the center of the table, creating a 6x6 grid of cards. So this is going to be our King's Landing. Interesting.
6x6 grid of these?
Creating a 6x6 grid, correct.
Face up?
Each card face up.
What
we got?
Baratheon, Jaime Lannister, Catelyn Stark. Lots of Lannisters going on here. And both Baratheon.
Jeff Baratheon.
That's interesting.
That's 3x3. Keep going.
Oh, 6x6. Gotcha. That makes way more sense now.
It's neat to see Catelyn. Ooh, Aegon the First.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I guess they all go down.
Shireen. Heck yeah. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. You got it.
Yeah, I think they just all go out, don't they? Yep. That's interesting.
So we're going to gather these. We're going to place them by King's Landing, this is King's Landing. Prepare companions. Shuffle the deck of companion cards. Then reveal the top 6 cards of the deck and place them face up beside the deck.
Top 6. So shuffle and reveal the top 6.
And then place them face up beside the deck.
And these are very tiny, so they're going to be super hard to shuffle.
Okay, while you're doing that, we're going to determine that the youngest player takes the first turn.
And then explain to us what the turns are.
Alright, so while you're shuffling, during a game, starting with the first player and proceeding clockwise, players take turns moving the various cards. To move various, a player declares both a direction and a house. The declared direction indicates the path of the following card, which the player will move varies, and the declared house indicates the cards in that chosen direction that the player wishes to take. So where is our Varys card right now? There he is. So he is surrounded by Galeron, Tyrell, Theon Greyjoy, and Aerys Targaryen. Ooh. The old man's out there next to the other old man. Alright. A player can only move along the grid in one of the 4 cardinal directions. Up, down, left, right. Cannot move diagonally. Players must always move to another card on the grid, and that card must belong to the house that the player declared. Each character card belongs to one of the 7 houses in the King's Landing, each of which is identified by both the card's background colors and their unique sigil on the upper left corner of the card. Yeah. After a player has declared the direction and house he moves, varies to the furthest character card of that house in the direction, moving over any other character cards and empty spaces along the way. Then the player takes the character card that Varys was moved to, as well as any other character cards of his declared house that Varys moved over. The cards he takes are removed from King's Landing and placed in his play area. I like how this is a boys pronoun here. Unique. At the end of his turn, if the character cards he has taken give him an equal or greater number of character cards belonging to that house of any other opponents, he takes the house's corresponding banner token and places it in the play area. Okay. Players continue taking turns, moving him to collect character cards and house banners until the game ends. The game ends immediately when Various cannot move because there is not a character card in any direction. Companion cards. The 6 face-up companion cards are the available companions, which represent people who wish to support your bid to be named as King's Hand. Each companion card has an ability which grants assistance to the player who acquires it. The 6 cards drawn during setup are the only companions that are in play during that game.
That's interesting.
And it's Ramsay Snow, Khal Drogo, Melissa Dre, Sodor, Sandor Clegane. Why don't they just call him what he is? Illian Payne and Jon Snow. And for some reason I can't. The Hound. God dang. I need to rewatch them before the new season.
Clearly.
When a player takes the final character card of a particular house from King's Landing, he chooses one of the available companions. When a player takes the final character card of a particular house from King's Landing, he chooses one of the available companions.
Oh, that's cool.
The companion cards and resolves it immediately by following the instructions on the card. After resolving a companion card, the player discards it unless the card specifically states otherwise.
Okay, so that's interesting.
If a player uses a companion to take the final character card from a house, he immediately chooses another available companion and resolves it as normal.
That's neat too.
Each house has a specific number of characters shown on the thing below, which I already read through. Killing and taking characters. Many companion cards allow the player to kill characters. When a player kills a character, he discards the character, removing it from the game. If a player kills the final character of any house, he does not choose a companion card. After they are placed in a play area...
So that would be an attack on the other player then.
Shay, John, and Gendry cannot be taken or killed.
Okay.
Huh.
That's weird.
During Kevin's start, he makes Marjorie Tyrell the final remaining Tyrell card. He chooses Hodor from the available companion cards. He immediately resolves Hodor's ability, which allows him to take Bran Stark. The Bran card happens to be the final remaining Stark card in King's Landing. Kevin immediately chooses another companion card this time, and he chooses Bronn. He immediately resolves Bronn's ability, which allows him to take a Tyrion Lannister. He takes the Tyrion Lannister in his opponent's play area and then places his own in the play area. The companion card causes a tie between 2 or more players for the number of character cards given in any house. The player used the companion chooses which tied player receives the banner token. When a player can no longer legally move various cards, the game is immediately ends. Any character cards remaining in King's Landing and any remaining companion cards are discarded. To determine the winner, each player counts the banner tokens in his play area. The player the highest number wins the game. Alright. Basically, sounds like a game that goes by pretty quick.
Yeah, it said like 15 to 30 minutes, I think. Yeah, 15 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
So, what's the objective?
So you're gonna...
I know what we're gonna do.
You're probably gonna go through, and what you're doing is trying to get all the people in the house.
But the objective is to have the most completed houses?
Yes, the most banners.
Gotcha. Alright, you want to go first? You want me to?
King's Landing, immediately take another turn, kill Eddard Stark in King's Landing or any play area. Take Daenerys Targaryen from King's Landing or any play and kill Varys Targaryen in King's Landing or any play area. Switch the positions of 2 character cards in King's Landing. So also, the person with the most names on that gets the banner. So you could have some Lannisters, and I could have some Lannisters.
But the one with the most of the house
As
gets
the
the
last
banner.
one.
So the most banners is really what we
Yeah.
want. Okay.
So, I'll let you go. I assume that you're going to...
Correct?
Yep. No, I guess
That's a pretty obvious choice for you.
it would have to be the Baratheons.
What? Okay. Don't know why you would do that, but unless there's some strategy I don't understand there.
Nope, I'm reading last names and not houses.
I'd say that didn't make any sense to me. So
Okay, so I would declare down and Stark. I move down to her, grabbing this and this.
So now is where this gets a little interesting, because I actually have two solid moves. Let's do that. I'm going to go this way and declare a Baratheon. So I'm going to take Renly and Robert here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with
Probably Lannister.
yeah, it's definitely gonna be Lannister.
I think right now it's worth it to get more cards in a turn than it is to get houses. Would you
We'll
not
see.
agree? Well, that's the strategy we're both taking. Because the good thing about what you did is it puts me in a negative position.
Yep.
So I'm actually going to choose...
Either Greyjoys or Tyrells.
Actually, Tullys or Tyrells would be better.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, you're going down too.
Matter of fact... But
no.
if I go down, that puts
Hold
you
on.
at the chance to get another Lannister.
Let's reread here.
Any reason that I couldn't just reverse?
No, I'm just...
It's going to put you at a Lannister too. But I think it's worth it. I'm going to go ahead and go Tully's, which is down in Tully. If anyone's curious, Tully is a 2, which is the reason I would try to do that. A pretty easy call for you. I guess they're about the same. You got 3 calls and they all work out, so... So far, this seems like a real solid, little, simple filler
Yep.
game,
Yep.
as you can call it. And 4 people would probably make this very interesting. So I could definitely see 2 to 4 people playing this while you're waiting for your buddy to show up to start a game of Risk. Or a real board game.
I'm gonna try something different and go with the Greyjoy.
Interesting. I'm curious, because that puts me in a really good position to get this Tully. Which gets me a banner. And a companion, correct?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. These are all obviously really good.
Well, hold on. There's 2 House Tullys. Did you already get the
Oh
first
yeah,
one? Oh.
that's why it didn't make any
Gotcha.
sense for you
No,
to
I didn't
throw
know
me
that you
into-
had that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, I think I need to...
Choose your...
I know, but I'm trying to... I think that makes the most sense for me. So I'm going to go to where I can immediately... Hang on. Where is... So if somebody is killed, that means I don't have to get them to collect a house, correct?
I think the kill comes off of any play area.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is in I don't have to collect them to complete a house. So what I need to do is pick Calrodro, which allows me to grab Denarius, but I don't move Varus. I just take Denarius here, correct? From any play area, and then kill this Targaryen, which he just goes over here.
Yeah.
Well, that was really cool for me. And I will end my turn on that note.
Okay.
Which allows me one more Targaryen to get to complete a house. And luckily you picked Stark, so you need to be over there on that side. Because Aura, Bran, and Robb are over there. So I as far as for the viewers, I think there's two strategies that I'm seeing here. You can grab the small houses first. Tullys, Tyrells, Baratheons would be the fourth up, and from there on it gets pretty big. Your other strategy is to focus on, say, Greyjoys, Lannisters, or Starks, to where you're collecting a whole bunch in one or two moves. Because there's multiple moves here to where you could get 2 or 3 of a thing, which is how we were playing earlier.
I'm gonna take...
So I think those are your two strategies that I'm seeing that don't rely on companion cards. So that was your move?
Yep.
Alright, that puts me in a wonderful position to claim Aegon the First, which gets me a banner, because I have already killed Varys, which allows me to get another one of these, which... So I have a couple good solid moves here. Because I get to choose a thing now, and I haven't done that yet. So... what I probably want to do... I'm going to go ahead and take the witch and collect the Tyrell, which puts you in a really good position, but I think it'll be worth it for me. So it's your turn.
Okay.
I'm assuming you know why I said that, so. Stark, take 3 cards. But you do not have control of the house yet, correct?
Nope.
Yeah, I think technically you do, but you don't get the rewards for it till you collect the others or kill them. Or I have them. So. Now the bad thing about this is now I am in kind of a negative position. So what I need to do is I need to claim Jaime. And your turn. That was an interesting move. So I can go Greyjoy or Lannister. In this case, I'm gonna go Lannister. Puts you in a good position for Starks. But leaves you a Sansa, which is probably one of my favorite cards in this art style, because I'm not super happy with the art. So we will take Joffrey Alright. So do you claim that house now?
Nope, I get the card, but you get the banner.
Any reason?
Because I had picked up the last card of the house.
But I started it? Is that how that works?
You have the most Baratheons? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Right, it's a tie.
Mhm.
Okay, what is the tie then?
Go ahead and explain the rules for everybody watching at home as far
Okay.
as...
You pick up the last of the house, you get to draw the card of the companion, and then on a tie, if the houses are a tie...
That said, the person with the most still gets the banner.
I read the tie, which you have,
I have 2.
and I have 2.
Mm-hmm. This works out great because you guys get to see this.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, I can't see how to break a tie. I mean, it seems like the person that picked up the house last would get the banner. Does it not say?
Well, I read something about ties a while ago, and I forgot where it was.
Oh.
I was still looking.
Oh, and a weird sub-note.
Dun, 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 dun. During Kevin's turn, he takes Marjorie Tyrell, Tyrell. He chooses Hodor. Blah blah blah. Using a companion causes a tie between 2 or more houses. 2 or more players. For the number of character cards given in any house, the player who used the companion chooses which tie player. That's if someone else causes another point. Which is a good, interesting point if you're playing more than one person.
I think you get the banner.
Player and takes a character card. Players continue taking turns. Well, if we play it that way, it's going to hurt you here in a second.
I think that makes sense, though, as far as logic.
When a player takes a final character card from a particular house from King Lemon, he chooses a companion card, resolves it immediately by following the instructions. The player uses companion to take the final character card from a house. He immediately chooses another available companion card and resolves it as normal. Each house has its killing and taking characters. Many companion cards allow you to kill. It really doesn't say. I'll let you kind of...
I mean, I think that's how...
Oh, wait. There's some weird variants. 3 or 4 player variants.
Yeah, I didn't see anything
4
about
players.
player.
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense, because even though we're tied, you still got the last card.
Okay. Well, this is... I'm going to choose him to kill him real quick.
Which means...
Which also...
Does that allow you to... Because...
Does it?
Okay.
Does it?
I don't know.
Because it's another tie.
Well... But does a kill count as claiming the last house?
Yeah. That's where you gotta think, I guess.
If a player kills the final character from any house, he does not choose a companion card.
But who gets the ban?
I think in this turn, because technically you claimed the last house, maybe? Come on, Fantasy Flight. What are we doing here? This game was running really smoothly a second ago.
What can get worse?
Well, I think you get the banner and don't get the companion.
That's
What
the
you get
way
it
I
to?
read. Yeah.
Let's play that way.
Your turn.
Okay.
And the Lannisters.
Obviously, Lannister. And I do claim the banner.
Yep.
And the companion. And here's a fun question. Does Varys count as a character card?
No.
Well, this is going to get real
Kill
interesting.
that R. Switch positions of 2 character cards in King's Landing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I would care to do that. Outside of the fact that it is technically maybe allowing you to not get... I'm going to take Jon Snow and declare him House Greyjoy. Alright, your turn. I'm sure you know why I did that, so... Now this is going to get fun here in a second, because I don't know what happens now.
Because that's the end of the game.
What?
Varys cannot move anymore.
Oh! Okay, fair enough. I have 3 points, and you have 3 points.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we tied. So I should have killed Sansa, and you just still got the house point, I think.
Yeah.
Let's try that again.
Okay. We kind of know what we're doing now. I'm a little more awake.
We were gonna edit a lot of this out, guys, so... let's take impressions right now before we go on to a second game.
I think it's pretty solid.
I agree completely. The game itself seems awesome. There are some interesting rule points that I don't understand as of right now.
Tying, in particular. Only.
Where do the three-eyed ravens come into play?
Those are variants. It says
Okay.
the three-eyed raven variant. But the variants are for 3 and 4 players.
Okay, but we don't have to go into that right now.
But you can read them real quick if you want.
I'm okay. So far, I'm giving this game quite the positive review. Other than the fact, these are really hard to shuffle. They are quality, though.
What's really neat is that you could take this pretty much in any concept or of any, I guess,
You could,
flavor.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be Game of Thrones, but it does work really well for Game of Thrones.
Yes. Well, and the other one of the things that I really liked about it is some of the themed based games, and we'll get into some later. You really need to understand the theme before you can play and enjoy the game. Would you not agree? Not the case here. This is...
Guess we need to get Hey Hey That's My Fish. Alright, Mafia. We played Mafia. And there's another Game of Thrones that is based off the HBO.
No, I own
Hoax.
that. I don't own Hoax, but that is not the Mafia you think it is. Nope, you're right. That is Werewolf.
Yeah.
Called Mafia.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Not the... I was thinking of Cash and Guns, which is a great game. So pitch for that game. Go buy Cash and Guns. It's on its 2nd or 3rd re-release. First one's kind of rare, but the second one's still very cheap. Go get it. It's fun several times. It's a game that does get old, but it's really enjoyable those first few times. Any reason you didn't flip them face up?
Yeah. Used to playing other games, I guess.
Well, I mean, I could say you could almost cheat, but I really don't. I mean, you're not gaining much there.
Found berries yet?
I've not. Found my Sansa. Some Theon. Theon just looks miserable. All the Greyjoys look pretty miserable, to be fair.
Oh, there he is.
Fitting, right?
Yeah. Say if anyone should feel miserable, it's probably gonna be you.
One of the things I think might be lacking is the Tullys. You only get 2, and I think there's another one that could be there. That's okay. I went first last time. Want to go?
Sure.
Some good choices out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I see lots of stuff I could take and be happy with. You got Targaryens, you got Tullys, and you got Tyrells or Starks.
Let's just start with the good strategy of knocking out the little guys. Trying to, anyway.
I don't think that's a terrible idea.
Leaves you with Lannisters or Greyjoys.
Well, I could actually go Tyrells, but it puts you in a really good position. I could go Starks as well. In this particular case, because if I take Greyjoys, then you're gonna get to take Lannisters, and I don't like that. So this is gonna open you up to Tyrells, but I'm gonna go ahead and declare Lannister and take Jaime and Kevin. Come on.
I don't really want to do that.
Again, I think probably any starting position probably isn't too bad this early in the game. Because you usually get 2 of a bigger house or 1 of a less common house. You already got 2 Starks.
That's the most of them, though. There's 8.
Let's actually go Tyrell.
Ooh.
I'm trying to benefit myself and hurt you at the same
Force
time.
my hand here, huh?
Anything else I did gave you a really good position. Like if I'd taken Joffrey, you'd have got 3 Targaryens. And I did not need that to happen. Or if I'd taken Tyrion, you'd have got 2 Starks. Yeah, that would have probably been a better move, but it's okay. Did I get Jaime already? Yep. I know what I would do if I was you, but I'm assuming you're thinking ahead, maybe. I mean, I'd say it's pretty clear cut. Oh, really?
Oh, nope. Nope. Almost, though.
Friendly.
asking.
I don't know why. That
Okay.
seemed...
I don't think you read that card correctly.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Alright, let's take rubbers.
Willy, willy, willy.
Let's take the time. Let's hear that money.
Love. For the Greyjoys.
No, both rounds were pretty negative towards the Greyjoys.
It's gonna be a brawl now.
Mm-hmm.
Big choice you got.
I think both.
Secure it.
Well, they
Or
both get
secure
me.
it.
They both get me points.
Yep.
One of them ends the game.
Yep. And a tie. Again.
And I don't think it matters which way you go. So if I take Cersei, I get House Lannister, but I do get to choose a thing.
Yeah. This may work.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, all the Lannisters are gone.
Well, I mean, I can take
Bran.
him. I don't even move that, so I just get a brand for no reason.
Metal. And that.
Yeah.
Or either one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Neither one. Give me a.
That's a tie on both
Oh.
parts.
Okay.
Huh.
What a friendly game this is. Maybe you need 3 and 4 players.
Maybe. I really like the game. I enjoy playing it. I feel that I might be maybe missing something in the
I think it
rules.
needs more players.
One of the cool things about this game, as far as playing it goes, is I think I could teach somebody how to play this game in less time than you guys watch this video. Literally one round of playing and you figured out the 2 strategies, and there you go.
Yeah.
Solid little card game. 8 out of 10.
Good. Yeah, solid. 8 out of 10.
I would probably give it a 9 or 10 if I think the rules clarified a couple things.
If there were more cards, that it wasn't always the perfect 6x6. You got maybe 50 cards, and some of the houses didn't actually go onto the table to cause things not to be in a tie, because everything is 8 houses, 6 houses, 2 houses, and 4 houses. There's only 1, 2, 3 houses that are going to have
Fights.
the ability to not have a tie.
I think this is a game that requires more folks.
Anyway,
Still, solid game.
some of the variants. Let me just read through some of the variants right quick. Variant 4-player game. Variant pits the players against each other in teams of 2. That's not going to be fun. Three-eyed crow. To increase the intrigue and the Hand of the King players can add the three-eyed crow tokens to their game. These tokens allow players to secretly strategize during a game. When the three-eyed crow tokens are in play, table talk is forbidden.
Ooh.
Players must use their crow tokens if they wish to converse with their partners or with the enemies. The three-eyed crow. Okay, so you can probably, hey, if you move here, I'll move there for you next time.
Okay, so, well, that's no fun.
Yeah. During the 3-player game, each player works to gain a banner token for himself. In addition to the normal setup, each player takes one three-eyed token and places it in the play area. At the beginning of his turn, the player may discard the three-eyed token to choose an opponent. The 2 players leave the game area to have a confidential strategy discussion lasting no more than 1 minute. After they return, the player makes his move with Varys as normal. When using the three-eyed crow variant, each player acts alone. Okay, that's
Interesting.
not what I thought. Okay, so I guess we played about as good as the game's gonna get.
Solid concept.
Which is good. So,
well worth picking up. It was pretty inexpensive.
good.
I'm gonna say $10 or $15 on Amazon. So definitely a win. Good thing to have in the filler game pile. Cool.
Remember, like, subscribe, comment below if you like the Game of Thrones, and remember to watch the Game of Thrones coming up April 14th. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be everyone's watch party. The time of year that everybody gets HBO Go or HBO Now for the next 3 months. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.